Yo, chat. What's good with y'all, man? It's been a little minute. So, yeah, it's been a little minute. Um, last week was break week. I didn't know One Piece was on break. I was expecting 1182 last week. I don't remember seeing the break notification on 1181. Let me see. I might be tripping. Who knows? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see it. At least on the TCB scans. I thought we were getting 1182 last week, but we are at 1182. Chapter is called Zaza. Zaza. Like some gas. Some gas. That's some gas. What's up with this title, Oda? He named this shit Zaza. And here is reader request, obviously. Uh Fujitora. He got a eating a bowl of udon noodles. I'm reading this. I'm reading the official, the Viz translations. We are not doing TCB scans this week. Um, I'm gonna give it a try. This is on the tablet. I'm gonna give it a try. This is it's a little bit of a change, a setup change. Typically, I have it on this on the monitor on the screen, all right. But here we got the Viz translation on the tablet. So we are starting off from where we left off last chapter. Loki, flying after he hit Emu with the big attack. Truhium, his presence is still there. Wheeze wheeze. It's Loki talking. It's hard to keep Eam in sight when I'm so huge. Huff huff. Doesn't he have observation hockey? Right? I mean, I'd assume that observation hockey would be the go-to if you can't see somebody for real. But Loki's giant size, pause, is like a downside, right? That makes sense. And he would be a giant target too as well. Scene change, dot dot dot. So this is Emo against the crater in the wall, against the mountain. Nidhogg. I'm not calling him Nidhogger. I'm not calling him Nidhogger. Nidhogg, he says. To think that I would see thee again in this world. Cough, huff, traitor. Traitor. So there is history between Emu and Nidhogg. Might have been that Nidhogg was on his side, right? There we go. Snow, he says. Ah, indeed. Lightning caused by an impact with ice. Thy affinity for one another was always great. Ragnir. Oh, so Emu also recognizes Ragnir. So Ragnir has clout. Ragnir. So thou stayed, as thou were in days past, waiting for a new master to come along. So there seemed to be what was in the past, right? So they all have his. So it seems like Emu has history with everybody, with Nidhogg, with Nika, with Ragnir is also part of the combo as well. So he also knows Ragnir. He knows the affinity for ice and for lightning, and you know what I'm saying. I seem to understand how familiar thy sight is. Hammer Ragnir, squirrel, squirrel fruit, mythical type, model, ice squirrel, Rad Oscar. And so Ragnir blows ice. Is that ice? Yeah, he blows out ice. And Loki says, "Okay, let's go." Opens his jaw up for an attack, a lightning attack. This is a combo attack they're doing. They're doing a combo attack. Ragna what? Ragna Quint arrow. So they did like a like a lightning and ice attack. It seems like interesting. And Emu opens that big ass ring on his back with all the eyes, and it expands. It gets massive. It's like a big hole in the sky. Gazing, he said, gazing eclipse. And then here comes these little these demon bombs. That's what I'm gonna call them. Demon bombs, devil bombs. These little demon bombs. So he's making it rain. Demon bombs. And it's just one big giant panel of Loki and Ragnar just firing at the demon bombs. Okay. Does one get close? So maybe have Loki looking at Emu. And then there's this kind of a wide shot of just the like how much they're destroying. I want y'all to understand this is the land of giants too. So everything that they're destroying on the island only looks kind of minimal because the island is gigantic and everything on the island is gigantic. You get what I'm saying? So like on a normal island, let's say maybe Sabaody, they'd be destroying a lot. I don't know about the whole island. The scaling is a little weird, but they'd be destroying a lot. So we got a scene change. And this is Bonnie. Yikes, scary, she says. Bonnie, come back this way. Don't worry. I'm not gonna try to fight that, Bonnie says. Yeah, you shouldn't. Don't even go there, Bonnie. Of course not. I'm your guardian now. Is that Lilith? So Lilith is that's Auntie Lilith. Okay. Lilith is the guardian. I'm your guardian now. I never let you do such a thing. So but who is that? He's clearly the superior of the Holy Knights. The Holy Knights of God. And Sanji is laid out. So Sanji did not he did not well he's not dead, but you know, he didn't survive that attack that Emu kicked like yeah. Sanji got laid the fuck out. He got one tap, just like Zoro. He's clearly the superior of the Holy Knights of God, but he's not one of the five elders. So even Vegapunk doesn't know about Emu. Vegapunk just knows about the Gorosei. In a massive organization lasting 800 years, it's only natural that power struggles will breed deeper and deeper darkness. Which would mean... Oh, Sanji is up. Okay, Sanji. Okay, Wanji. I'm really... I'm really giving him props for, like, surviving getting his ass kicked. So Sanji gets up. Hey, Sanji, Bonnie says. You're too hurt to... He interrupts her and says, there's no other choice for me, Bonnie. What's going on? A flashback. Is this Killingham? Hey, 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 hey. This is a flashback. Hey, hey, hey. How's that, Sanji? I didn't even need to take you out myself. Though, it's incredible. You're even alive now. Oh, so there was this... They had an off-screen... So Sanji and Killingham had an off-screen conversation after Emu attacked them. And so, you know, Killingham, he's stunting on him. He is, you feel me? He flexing on him, he's stunting on him. Sanji on the floor bleeding, this, that, and the third. Where are you going, Sanji says. Back to my mission. Can't you see my rippling strength? As I keep suspecting, they were gonna fight. I was under the impression that it was Sanji and Summers. Just because Summers is so despicably nasty, I kind of want Sanji to hit him with a Hell's Memories type shit. But I did suspect that Sanji and Zoro were gonna fight one of the God Knights. Were you going back to my mission? Can't you see my rippling strength? Ah, okay, so he obviously got a buff. He's referring to the Omen. And so long, sucker. So he shoots off in the eye, so they can fly too. He shoots off in the sky. So long, sucker. He still hasn't given up on kidnapping those children. And Sanji goes off. He takes off. Sanji, I can't let all of our battles be for nothing. This is the land that Usopp and Luffy have been dreaming about. I'm gonna keep Elbaf safe. There we go, Sanji. There we go. It's the land of giant, beautiful women. Of course he got to hit. Of course he got to. Of course he got to slide that in there. Who are we talking about, bro? Of course he has to slide that in there. It's Sanji. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? The mission they never changed. The Owl Library, another scene change. So around the back, dot dot dot. There's a hidden tunnel. Yeah. I haven't visited this in a while. So I'm going off memory. So the teacher is missing and the owl is missing. Oh, there they are. Wait, no, someone's missing. Hold on, I'm confused. What's going on? One of the teachers is missing. I forgot her name. Uh, it's been a while. Y'all know the one that I'm talking about. There's a hidden tunnel ending in a secret room. Saul asks the owl, Deeplo, I think, or Beeplo, or some shit like that. Y'all know the name. Y'all know his name. And you managed to protect all the books from the fire. Well done, Beeplo. Yeah, Beeplo. I said Deeplo. So they hid all the books to protect them. Okay. Okay. I thought there was like a traitor going on type business. You feel me? That's what happened. Thank you, Robin says. I thought they were all lost. Yeah, I'm mighty glad too. And if I gotta admit, I'm even more perplexed about you. Dot dot dot. Than before, Biblo. About what? Hmm. What is Saul talking about? What is he perplexed? So there's a mystery behind the owl that we're gonna see. Sea Cloudport by Western Village. The branch road, Western Village, Rainbow Port, and here we go. So a ship drops from the sky. Sploosh. Hey, hello, this is Summer Speak. Oh, they have a ship. Okay, oh, okay. So they got um fuck. Uh, They got a ship. Either that's the important part. They got a ship, right? They got a giant ship because their ship blew up. Hey, hello, this is Summers speaking. Did I say Summers? I meant super. Oh, I'm crying. That nigga said Super Summers. Yo, that should remind me. Yeah, that should remind me of Dragon Ball Z, bro. In a Cell saga, he was like Vegeta. Nah, I'm Super Vegeta. Yo, Summers is hilarious, bro. He said, Summers, nah, gang. This is Super Summers. This is Summers Pro Max. Don't get that shit twisted. I found a giant ship to use. Bring the brats over here in 5 minutes. I'm liking the tablet setup. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a little smoother than the computer. The only issue is that I do TCP scans on the computer and the tablet is the official Viz translation. Which I would have to wait for Sunday to get. I don't think I mind though. Pub, Western Village. Look at the forest. It's like a war scene. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit going on in Elbaf right now. The cut through your fingers was incredibly sharp and clean, so they should reattach. And of course, they should reattach because obviously, uh, better take months for a full recovery. I bet you money. Chopper says it takes months for a full recovery, but I bet you money she'll be using her hands in the foreseeable future. And when they say months in One Piece, like bro, this is like 400 chapters later. I bet you Jared will be using her hands again. Thank you, Chopper. I feel so inadequate. I'm supposed to be the one who heals everyone else. There was nothing you can do about that. That Chopper's serious. I kind of like it. Thanks, Dr. Chopper. So this is obviously Hadruden after he got packed up. I don't know why Hadruden thought he was nice like that. Yo, Hadruden really tried to hit that nigga Emu with a overhead smash. Like that's not him. You know what I'm saying? How Juden went extreme diff with Mount Vice. He think he different on Elbath. Don't forget. Thanks, Dr. Chopper, for helping my mom and everyone else. That is Cullen. It's it's only emergency care. Once we're through this disaster, I can give them proper treatment. Ooh. Ultra rare Jerd. My precious has chopped what my precious has chopped finger. Oh, this nigga is weird. Okay, he's making it sound like he's collecting fucking Pokemon cards. Like, ooh, ultra rare? You got your fingers cut? You're ultra rare now. Yeah, he's making it weird. Ooh, ultra rare Jerd. My precious has chopped fingers. Am I dreaming? Is this official? I would give you all of my fingers if I could. Don't. Harsh. I am unworthy of the gift of your sharp tongue. But when I saw how you risk your life for your brother Bjorn, it did make me think a bit better of you. Oh, Jerd. Don't tell him that. Jerd, that nigga about to what? This nigga finna get all types of crazy fantasies in his head. Don't tell him that, bro. He gonna jump the gun. Like the expression jump the gun. He gonna jump the gun. Don't tell him some shit like that. This nigga about to, you know what I'm saying? Roto think he about to get some play. He think Jerd finna put him, you think Jerd finna put it on him. You gotta chill with him compliments. Roto squirts blood when he gets excited. Yeah, that's not what excited. Yeah. Yeah. I have an access of ultra rare Jerd. There goes her respect. Yeah. Team Zoro, port side of Western Village. I appreciate it, Goldberg. Our legs can't carry us as fast. That's why you should learn Skywalk, just like Luffy should learn it. You know? But I suppose that is wasting energy, so yeah, they'll just get on the Giants. It's fine. I'm the only one of the new giant pirates who didn't get horribly wounded. Plus, Elbath is in peril. I appreciate you helping us out. I'm not doing the lisp. He talks with a lisp. I'm not doing Elbath. I'm not talking like that. No worries. Our captains no worries. Our captains of friend's country is my country kind of guy. Okay, yeah. So he's talking about Luffy, obviously. My friend's country is my country. That's what he's saying. I can see why Hajuden thinks so highly of him. That lisp is throwing me off. That black flame, though, it was transforming into steel bullets and bombs, and he clearly helped the Knights of God, who were already here, who were already here, power up further. If we don't put an end to them soon, things will get out of hand. Is Zoro grinning or is he gritting his teeth? This expression is a little weird. I think he's gritting his teeth. It don't look like one of those grins he gives. And so another scene change. Port Western Village. Summers. I messed up. I summoned the wrong thing. Killingham. You didn't. What did he summon? Yes. What I'm afraid of. I got overzealous. You idiot. Now you're gonna be freaking us out. Can you but you can still control it, right? The fuck did he summon? What does Summers have? Yes. It's still a sleep tid, so I think so. What's done is done. Just hurry, we don't have time. What about Gunko? I saw her on the way here, but she's gotta be dead, man. What? She's not dead. No way. She's not dead. Yeah, she's not dead, bro. So be it. Great Emu's body is not meant to withstand the outside. There's that point again. But even pushing past that, The strength we need and the strength we ought to destroy are both right here. Do not disappoint the Great One. We must live up to his expectations, Killingham. I kind of like. I kind of like this more serious Summers. You know what I'm saying? This Summers when he's not cackling and you know and just rubbing his hands together at people's despair. I like this serious version of Summers. Originally, from appearance, I thought Summers was the comic relief, and I thought Killingham was the more serious one. I think that's backwards. Western Village, rain. It's a downpour? Out of nowhere. What does this mean? It's flooding indoors. Don't let the wounded get soaked. Go capture those brats. What is that? Is that a hand out of water? Ah, Colin, Irva, help us. There's something outside. That's a hand out of water. We were born in a place so high it's above all the rain clouds. Water coming down from the sky? It's a mysterious terror. After the people of the D and Nika, it was the most common boogeyman they warned us about. I guess the people of Marijoa wouldn't have. I guess the people of Marijoa would be unfamiliar with rain. That seems fairly accurate. But don't Sky Islands rain? It should rain on Sky Islands, right? Like Skypea and whatnot. I mean, there there isn't a Sky Island everywhere. They're like scattered amongst the world. I guess I guess it checks off. Yeah. So this is another mythical creature, right? You know, he says the D and Nika. This was like their, you know, boogeyman, like he says it. That in the lower world there was a monster called the Rain God that dumps water on top of your head. So this is what Killingham was warning Summers. What he's most afraid of. It seems to me like now I'm just suspecting. It seems to me like celestial dragons, right, or anybody from Marijoa, they attach the concept of God to either themselves or someone who opposes them or they fear equally. So like them being the oppressors, right? They label Nika, you know, the sun god Nika, the warrior of liberation. Them being unfamiliar with rain, because you know they're so high, they gave this creature the name or like the title of rain god. And going by the title of the chapter, it's Zaza. What is that? That thing looks crazy. Zaza. Like I was saying, going by the name of the chapter, the name is Zaza. Bro, that shit looks actually kind of crazy. Appearing to the rhythm of the prayers for rain, just like devil fruits. There has to be a rain devil fruit. Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. Oh, it's Zaza Freaky. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna come back to this. Oh, it's Zaza Freaky. Help us, the children. The god of rain, Zaza. Now take them away. Get ready, Summers. We can sail at any time. They have the kids. Uh-oh, something's going on at the village. Should I turn around? Hmm. Oh, nah, huh? Hey, get the job done right. Oh, same to you. So I Zoro and Sanji, saying lock in, let's get this shit done. Okay, so this is actually super interesting. This is actually super interesting because Nika is the sun god, the warrior of liberation. He came from, like, going by what Vegapunk says, and that devil fruits come from the desire of people, right? People who are oppressed desire freedom. There comes Nika, sun god, freedom, right? People pray for rain. Here comes Saza, the god of rain. Is there a rain fruit? There has to be a rain fruit. There has to be. There has to be a rain fruit. No way. I was always under the impression that Oda didn't want to do a water based fruit because devil fruits already have the, weakness to water esque thing. I guess, like, you can kind of spin it to, it's rainwater, not actual salt water. So, there's this little gray area where you can kind of spin it. But back to what I was saying. So it seems like Mary Jo, right? Celestial dragons, they apply the concept of gods to themselves, right? Because they refer to they refer to themselves as celestial, as dragons, as more than just humans themselves, or people who they fear, or people who opposes them, right? But it's more of um it's not just everybody, because obviously pirates are common, and pirates kind of either willingly or unwillingly oppose them. It's more of a, like, they deem this person as worthy, like competent enough to gain this title. Nika, the sun god. Zaza, the rain god. It seems like you have to, like, elevate to that, like, the top opposition. Like, yo, this guy, he opposed us, right? Piece of shit, he opposed us. Fuck that guy, but that guy is kind of nice. That guy is crazy. It's like a reluctant, like a reluctant respect. That's what I'm getting at. It could still be. I don't feel like it's really mythical god. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think it's like actual, like, deities. You feel me? I feel like it's people who oppose them, who they like reluctantly. I can't say that word. It's pissing me off. But they admitted that, yo, that guy is kind of nasty. That guy is kind of crazy. That is the sun god Nika, the warrior of liberation. That is the rain god Zaza. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. It could just be, that's kind of my theory. That's kind of my theory. So I know I worded that shit so wrong and it felt off, but that's, you know jumbling it and putting it into words for right now. That's the way I feel about this. Right? I don't. God, this is a damn. Okay. So like I said before, there has to be somebody with this fruit, appearing to the rhythm of the prayers for rain. Just like Vegapunk says that devil fruits come from the desires of people. Even though that's just a theory, though, right? That's just a theory. Like, that's not, he's not 100% concrete. But if we are following continuity and we're following Oda's words on Vegapunk being the smartest guy in the whole verse, then that should be the case. I don't see why he'd be wrong. I haven't thought of any reason why it would be wrong. So we got Zoro and Sanji versus this versus the Rain God Zaza, or at least a imitation. This is not the full thing, but it's what Killingham is scared of. So an imitation, right? Zoro and Sanji versus the imitation of the Rain God Zaza, and by extension, Killingham and Summers. That's the way I pictured it to be. Luffy, Loki handle Emu. These boys take out the commanders. The commanders take out the commanders. Um, what else? the, the Super Summers, Super Summers shit was killing me, bro. Like I said, I ain't Summers, nigga. This Summers Pro Max. This Summers Pro Max 2 terabytes, boy. Stop playing with me. What you thought this was? And then there's this little mystery going on with the owl. Biblo. Biblo. Biblo name sounds like the Spanish word library. Biblioteca. That's actually interesting. Biblioteca. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Um, what else? And then you got Emu and Ragnar. Emu versus Loki and Ragnar. They seem to be having a fight of mythical proportions. And like I told you earlier, like they don't seem to be destroying much, but you gotta understand that this is the land of giants. So all the trees and all the land are gigantified for them to live in. So like on a regular island, bro, it'd probably be destroyed or close to destroyed. Like, this fight on Sabaody or Water 7, the fight of the island, part of the island would be destroyed by now, in my opinion. Ragnar has clouds. Loki, I mean not Loki. Emu recognizes the squirrel. He has clouds. And he calls Nidhogg. I'm not calling him Nidhogger. this translation shit is. I'm not calling him Nidhogger. Um, Emu calls Nidhogg a traitor, and I don't know the history. There is some history there, but they do say that Zoans have a will of their own. So he's not wrong, right? Nidhogg is opposing him, so he would be a traitor. So if he'd be a traitor to Emu, that would imply that they were on the same side before. I'm trying to remember everything that the chapters prior revealed. See if it's consistent. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Cause Emu did want, or Emu was interested in the fruit, right? Hmm. There's something going on here. And then from his reaction, what was it, last chapter, where he goes like, "Isn't that right, Nika?" It seems like they all knew each other, and some betrayals happen. The way I see on the internet, yo, the internet is such a funny place because it was like, yeah, he said, "Isn't that right, Joy Boy?" That's what he said, not Nika. He said Joy Boy, right? So it seems like they all had a friendship. All right, so it seems like they had, maybe, I don't know if it's a friendship, but like they've had history together. Like all of them had history together, and like a series, like maybe a series of betrayals, um, which I don't know, bro. I really need this. I really need this whole story to be unraveled. And then you still can't forget about Lily, right? Emu was like super obsessed with Lily. Ah, yo, the way niggas on Twitter, it was like, yo, they was like, Joy Boy definitely fucked Lily. They was like Emu had a crush on Lily. Chat, I'm sorry about that. My OBS decided to throw a fit. I was gonna make a reference to all like the memes and shit going on about Emo and about Joy Boy and Vivi and this whole thing where like, bro, y'all, if you've been around the internet and around the community, y'all know that they talking about theories. So it's this meme where it's like, yo, Joy Boy probably had a crush on Vivi. I mean, Emu probably had a crush on Vivi, and Joy Boy probably stole her. And Emu just been holding a grudge for like 900. Y'all probably seen those memes. But my OBS right now currently is kind of fucking unstable. I wanted to talk a bit more about the chapter. Um, but I don't want to risk the 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 footage being just fucking useless. I gotta get the footage from Twitch because my OBS like it just completely just crashed and just didn't get anything. So yeah, next chapter should be interesting. We'll see what 1183 has. Uh shit. And I'll catch y'all boys later, man. Peace.